Because now I can actually trap people and use them for food. Hey, blah blah. Have you seen Jerry? Have you seen Corn? I owe him something. I don't remember what I owe him, but I owe him something.
Spam double teams, and then just sweep my team. I walked in, took a deep breath, which didn't make me feel better at all, and started the battle. Shrimp took out her Sneasel, and Swoop took out her pile of swine, almost dying in the process. And then she finally brought out the big bad Obama snow. Since it's grass ice type, I taught Puppy Fire Blast. Yeah, I didn't know we could. Anyway, I wasn't sure it could one-shot because Puppy is not a special attacker, and lo and behold, it didn't. It didn't miss. Please kill it. Please. It's quad. What? Eventually, Puppy took it out, but that was absolutely terrifying. Last but not least, Frostlass. I wanted to have Swoop rain dance to get rid of the hail so Frostlass's snow cloak isn't activated.
I need you to stand there, brother.
Not so chill.
Okay, let me just.
That wasn't gonna work out super great. However, since I didn't want Chrome to be in this fight at all, right before the fight, I swapped her with Failure the Shinx. Yep. Sorry, little guy. Failure looked up at the looming death
What's
that
that button
in
for?
front of her, and as I healed up Swoop, Failure was killed in its blizzard. It's really unfortunate we had to resort to it, but I give Failure a salute for stepping up and surrendering its life to the team. Swoop came out, got off the ring dance, and after a close battle, was able to pull through. We won, but it wasn't without sacrifice. We had a moment of silence for Failure, the true MVP of the fight. Gone, but not forgotten. Now we could climb the rocks to Lake Acuity, and when we got up there, Barry's got snot dripping down his face, crying in the snow.
We know what you did.
Jupiter, who looks at me and is
well,
like,
you won't for long.
See ya, I'm going to Veilstone HQ.
Like you can't tell anybody. Yes, we can. We can just walk. Are you sure about that? I'm still here.
I'm gonna go to Veilstone. We start running through the base trying to find Cyrus, but when fighting this scientist, psychic.
Only a few more. Hello. We're finally here, us and my cherry clowns. Yes. Time to put you in the incinerator. The incinerator what?
What? No! Swoop! We lost Swoop! I wasn't okay. Kurt came out and curve stomped the Porygon 2 out of vengeance, but to put it lightly, I wasn't taking that too well.
Only Corn is left.
This part is breaking. But life doesn't stop when your dog dies, so I had to keep trucking until all required Cyrus for the team. With an intense, blood-curdling thirst for revenge, I stormed into Cyrus's room.
Hey, I'm here. Hey, I'm my ninja brother. Anything you need from me?
I snatched his Master Ball and used his teleport pad to enter the basement.
Yeah, I need you to go down there. Why?
After releasing the Lake Guardians, we head to Mount
Deleting corpses. Deleting corpses. Deleting bodies.
Before we can run up and attack them, Mars and Jupiter step in. Then Barry arrives. Honestly, I have no idea how he found us all here. And it's like, I'll help. Lal takes out both the Bronzers, Mars's Prugly, and Barry's Munchlax. So
activating incinerating mode.
Right?
Activating what now? Oh, frick, a flash grenade. Oh, I'm dead.
No, it has Giga No.
Wait,
Oh no. It has a crit! Not only did I not know their Golbat had Giga Drain for some reason, but it also got a crit. So I was starting to feel bad. But then I started panicking. The thing is, after you fight Mars and Jupiter, you have to go into the Distortion World and fight Cyrus and Giratina. If Cynthia forces us into the Distortion World without us being able to get a new member, we're in massive trouble. We finish up the battle and Cyrus starts his whole spiel about how the world is imperfect, blah blah blah, everything must die except for me. Then he gets swallowed up by Giratina, a hole opens, a rip in space leading to the Distortion World, and I'm kind of just standing off to the side twiddling my thumbs like, Cynthia, please don't shove me in there without my consent. Cynthia, can I go? I have something to do. and then you died. But luckily, remember when I accidentally caught that whooper while trying to get a Yanma? It's time, Oops. You are no accident. You're our lucky star who will carry us to victory. We got Oops leveled up, came back to the sphere pillar where Cynthia was just sitting there waiting for us, and hopped in. Everything is topsy-turvy and the Lake Guardians are telling me to push boulders into holes. And suddenly I'm
Getting rid of bodies. Getting rid of bodies.
Basically like, Cyrus, get lost and never come back. And Cyrus didn't like that. So he came out. Oops took out his Houndoom and his Gyarados came out, so I switched to Milk. But I was very terrified because Cyrus's Gyarados has Earthquake. So if Milk misses his Thunder here, he dies. And Milk is notorious for missing his Thunders. But
bad ending.
He also took out
He's doing the player's Corn's doing the good ending. Because Corn's the player.
And the Angel of Darkness itself.
How'd you get all the way up here?
कॉमनवेल्थ गेम्स में भारत ने वेट लिफ्टिंग में 3 गोल्ड मेडल सहित कुल मिलाकर 10 पदक जीते हैं। ये एक ऐसा खेल है जिसमें कमर तोड़ मेहनत से ही कामयाबी मिल सकती है।
I threw the Master Ball, and like that, it was over. I saved the world. Now to get back to my gym badges. I arrived at Sunny Shore City and started making my way through Vulcan's gym. I know he's the 8th gym leader and he's supposed to be tough, and apparently he's depressed because everyone who challenges him isn't good enough and he's bored. But I wasn't concerned. We have Oops, and none of his Pokemon can do anything about it. It's not like they have Giga Drain or anything, right? They didn't, I checked. Oops was just Earthquake and everything, and at the end, I'll admit, I got a bit scared. Okay, don't crit. If you crit Giga Impact, that would be really holy. But it's all good. We're all good. And with that, off to Victory Road we went, where we caught ourselves a Gabite I named Flakes. Would have been nice to have one, I don't know, near the beginning of the game, so in Wayward Cave, you know. But whatever. Better late than never. It's good to have just in case something goes horribly wrong out of nowhere. Flakes' face. Whoa. No!
Activating
Oh,
Activating self-destruction in 3,
After Puppy died,
2.
I stepped back and decided the team we go into the 8-4 with needs to be the best possible team we can build. Here goes
At least I get
hard, so I couldn't go in willy-nilly just hoping for the best. After literally a few hours of calculations and research,
must defeat the final boss.
give us the highest possibility of winning. I added Flakes to the team in place of Puppy, and with a heavy heart, left Milk and Kronk behind as I brought C the now Magnezone and Colgate the Togekiss I hatched from the eggs Cynthia gave me. Even though I was sad to not bring Milk and Kronk into the final battles with us, they won't be forgotten. And it doesn't negate the fact they were such huge assets to the team, and I wouldn't have made it this far
Defeat
without them.
final
I'll
boss.
see you guys on the other side. I took a step towards the doors of no return,
Well,
and immediately got interrupted by Barry, who wanted to have one last
hello.
fight. Anyway, welcome. This is the Elite Four. The battle starts and C takes out Aramzeon, Mega, and Vespiquen. Oops takes out his Drapion, and Colgate takes out his Scizor and Heracross. Next up is Bertha. Bertha loves ground types, but Turt and Oops had a smooth time smashing through her team. I felt a horrible shiver when her Rhyperior came out, but things went well. On to Flint.
I feel like I'm talking too loud, even though our proximity doesn't require.
Flint has a pretty scary team, but luckily Oops and Flakes had no trouble plowing through
Defeat
it as
boss.
well.
Well, this seems pretty easy.
Last member, Lucian. Now, Shrimp hasn't had much time to shine in these fights so far, so I decided I wanted to let her go all out. She set up sword stances.
Let me just use
and
the sword.
punched everything. Proud of you, Shrimp. And suddenly, I'm at the entrance to the champion. The trainer has been
That was easy.
crushed dreams in a single battle, and many still fear to this
Activating
day. I took a deep
phase
breath.
2.
Things are going surprisingly well.
Phase 2
And I don't know how to
activated.
feel about it, but I looked up. and
Boss
there she was.
destroying
At this moment,
second
I have
wall.
only one last objective. Defeat Cynthia. She leads this little team which has no weaknesses, so I sent out Turk to hit it as hard as possible. Flakes takes out her Togekiss, and then her Garchomp comes out. This is known to be one of the toughest boss Pokemon in the entire
Final fight.
franchise. And rightfully so. That thing was made by
Well,
Satan himself. And I'm sure
you
even
were
he
the
fears what he is
Window who
creating.
has been
I
putting
immediately
you
switched to
in the
Oops, who's
Super
the
Smash
only
Bros.
Pokemon that can lead us
contest.
to victory here.
Oh,
I planned to
yeah,
put it to sleep
who?
with Jan, and then ice
It.
until it died. That was our only
You'll
hope.
find out very soon.
Then, Oops was crit.
Now,
And that
kill
was it.
me.
Nothing on my team
Ah,
could
take
this
that.
monster. And even if they couldn't do much damage back.
Why did I do that in
tried
slow
this
motion
way,
like an
you know,
anime
There
character?
wasn't anything I could have done.
Hey, no, oh,
And
hey,
the
you
fact
ain't dying yet.
that
Hey,
I
you're not
tried
allowed to
to
die yet.
punch it so we could get in a little bit of damage, but she was killed. Toge tried to chip away at it. He did some damage too, but was straight one shot. At this point, I'd accepted defeat. Only Turk, C, and Flakes were left. It's hopeless at this point. Flakes came out, and
You will find out very soon who's been putting you them.
Flakes outspent
Now,
Cynthia's
fight
Garchomp
me if you dare.
and killed
Go.
it. I didn't think he could do it. He was 2 levels weaker, and I don't know. I just didn't think he could outspeed it. Suddenly, there was a chance.
Take
We could win this battle. Cynthia brings out her Milotic,
You will
which C took
see
out
me
with
again
Thunderbolt.
soon.
Flakes took out the Lucario with
Don't
Sail.
worry, you won't
Lucario,
die when I
13 was
kill
unscathed.
you.
And then what happened
Wait,
there?
what?
Finally, the last Pokemon to die. Flakes went in for the Dragon Claw, and
Good ending.
the battle was over. We won. And Cynthia's congratulating
You'll
me.
figure out very soon what he meant by Super Smash Brothers and Melon Playground, if you know what I mean. Go subscribe to Jaden Animations or this guy will die. Did you subscribe? Okay, then he doesn't die. Psych!